What's good, people? This is SimFBallCritic, and as you can see, I'm playing some Madden 12. This is an online gameplay. I haven't done this before on my channel, so I figured, why not? As well as it was requested, a couple guys asked to see me play some Madden, so I said, hey, I'll give you what you want to see. I like the tackle right there. But I'm going to actually talk about that in a little bit later in the video. That was a consecutive hit tackle, not necessarily a double hit tackle. And like I said, I will explain that. And as you can see here, this guy, I get him on the run. He makes a mistake. Palomalu makes the pick. And in hindsight, I probably should have ran to the right side. But hey, it is what it is. But basically what this video will be about, man, I won't fully commentate the video as far as play-by-play. I will chime in here and there. But for the most part, I'll basically just, be talking about other things as well. Just give you something to listen to as you watch the footage. Alright, so as you can see, I'm playing Madden 12. That was a nice pass there. My lineman made a great block. Now, actually, take a look at this right here. As you can see, the run was supposed to go to the left, but then I switched it to the strong side. I thought I had numbers there, and, my gamble paid off, and we get the touchdown. So I was happy about that. But anyway, man, Madden 12 and Madden football itself has been a big discussion for the last several years. Madden 12 has been a very, very big discussion, this year or this year in video football gaming. Some guys say the game is great, some guys say the game is mediocre, and some guys say the game is trash. Now, you guys have heard my opinion, and I will give my opinion again. And, I'm going to kind of fall back from doing these videos. I will still do them from time to time. But, I'll save some of the critique videos for next year, as they get closer to the cycle. Or, as it gets closer to time for, information to start coming out in regards to these games. I don't know what I was doing right there with Palomalu. But as you can see, he gets a pretty good gain here with the screenplay. But yeah, man, what I wanted to mention to you guys is, my opinion of the game is still this. It is not a true simulation. It is not a true simulation in all aspects. The game is improved over Madden 11, but with that being said, it's not a true simulation. Now, is the game fun? Or can you have fun with the game? Yes, I think so. I think the game is a fun, casual football game with fundamentals. Now understand what I'm saying. It's a casual, fun game with fundamentals. Now what I mean by that is the fundamentals are there. There are times in Madden that, things play out the wrong way. It doesn't play out realistically. So it appears to be that the fundamentals are not there. Now I'm not saying that all fundamentals are there. You guys should know that by now. It's a lot of things I think the game is lacking. But for the most part, there are some fundamental aspects of this game, as well as some simulation aspects, as well as potential. But the biggest problem with the game in EA football is the way they replicate the fundamentals, or the way they replicate the simulation. That was a nice run right there. And as you're going to see, I'm going to go into the no huddle. I know I had the numbers in my favor, just to see what I could get. He didn't make any adjustments, so I said, hey, I'm going to run it right back up the gut and see what happens. And as I adjust my blocking a little bit, and as you can see there, I get a little bit of a gain, pretty decent. But that's one of the things right there, man. If you notice the center, he basically just went out, got the block, and then he let the guy go. And these are a lot of the things that has been problems in EA football that has plagued the game for years. It's the way the game plays out. I've never seen a football game from the time that I played football or from the time that I watched football where you see a lineman or anyone just release a defender. Now, they may get beat. That's understandable. The defender may win the battle. But I've never seen anyone just turn them loose. And that's what I'm saying. Is the problem with EA football, again, is the way they replicate the fundamentals, the way they replicate the football. And what I mean by the football is, and I know that I said that crazy, but the way they replicate football, how it plays out. And the things that they need to do is they need to focus on authenticity. First and foremost. What I mean by authenticity, I want to see Adrian Peterson run. I want to see his running style. I want to see Ray Rice. I want to see his style. Rashad Mendenhall, Michael Turner, all of these different guys. I want to see their individual running styles. Now, Madden 12 did give us some different running types or running styles for backs, but it wasn't personalized to the back. You know, it needs to be more personalized. Like I said, I want to see Chris Johnson. I want to see how he runs. Or LaShawn McCoy. And same thing could be said about any position. You know, the defense, that's a nice play right there. I got to chime in. That worked out pretty well. But yeah, the same thing could be said for any position on the field. You know, offensive linemen, defensive linemen, tight ends. You know, quarterbacks. I know they try to get the quarterback throwing styles, you know, down for some backs, but it's still not where it should be. You know, things like that is what really will turn this game around. And, you know, also what's included in authenticity is the proper foot planting, proper locomotion, you know, dynamic foot planting, dynamic gameplay as a whole. You know, they need to unscript the gameplay. Let things play out the way they should be. I don't want to see any more games where the animation dictates the gameplay. I want the gameplay to dictate the animation. And that's how the game should play, as you see a little bit of lag here. Now, we all know Backbreaker was not a great game at all. Backbreaker had huge potential, but it was not great because it was basically, you know, simply too many flaws. But the great thing that Backbreaker did, even outside of the physics, was the gameplay was organic. It was not scripted. You know, I can't say 100% it wasn't scripted. I'm sure that someone could find a play where something seemed kind of crazy. But for the most part, that game was unscripted. The animations were built on the fly, and it played out accordingly. And that's all I ask from any football game, any sports game. So again, what this game definitely needs, you know, EA, if you're listening, Cam Weber and you guys, focus on authenticity, player likeness, and organic gameplay. Unscripted gameplay. We would love to see physics, but I understand it may take a while for physics to come. But at least make the game respect physics. You know, if you can't do full-time, you know, full-blown physics, at least make the game respect physics. Alright, so that's pretty much all I got for this video, man. You know, I just wanted to show you guys something. And this is the highlight of the video. This right here is the reason why I do not play ranked games online. This is the reason. You're going to see it in just a moment. Wait for it. There you have it. That's what happens when you play ranked games. What a shame. Let me know what you think.